Hello everybody and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and we are continuing off with the last match of the preliminaries for the #1 Contenders Tournament for the Idol Division #1 Contenders title. Azanaza making their way to the ring. Ayasu already picking up their win last week to make it into the #1 Contenders Tournament. If Azanaza can make it, then we will have both Shogunate members in the tournament, giving Rize a big advantage to potentially securing her title. Azanaza definitely feeling that chip on their shoulder, being pinned in their tag team match, coming off of that tag team championship loss. Azanaza, I know, is feeling that sense of self-doubt that they aren't good enough, wanting to prove it every single time they step into the ring through those ropes, and they're going to try and prove it here tonight. And someone that is desperate for a championship, working oh so hard for that championship, has so many achievements under her belt already just in life. But when it comes to wrestling, has not even put her foot in the door. It is MamaInu. MamaInu looking for her first Idol Division championship. It would be very fitting if the mother could defeat Rize, the person that defeated her child, for that championship. Dethrone the person that dethroned your child. Bring it back to the family, but has to go through the Shogunate first. MamaInu, the leader of her pack, showing it's never too late to start something you're passionate about in life. You know, everybody's coming in, starting from the beginning. Everybody starts from a different position. You may start somewhere else. You may start at a different time, at a different place than other people, but it doesn't mean that you're any less of that person when you step into the ring. It doesn't matter who you are, age, race, ethnicity, gender, sexuality. It does not matter who you are. All of it is thrown away in the ring, and it's left up to ability. Ability and heart. MamaInu winning the test of strength, sending Azanaza into the corner. Bringing Azanaza up against the ropes. Hooks the leg, kick out at 1. MamaInu making it up top. These are the last two contenders to get into the #1 Contenders Tournament. The last two participants. Last week, we saw Ayasu, we saw ShmeepsWorld, and we saw Balloonist make their way into the #1 Contenders Tournament to fill in the last half of that tournament. Inverted DDT, hooking that arm of MamaInu. Once again, just kicking the temple. Busting MamaInu open with that last kick. Already starting to bleed. And a knee strike. It's not going to make that wound any less open. Azanaza going up. Elbow drop to the back. Floats MamaInu over. An early 2 count. Azanaza wants to finish this as fast as possible. just get their opportunity, get their shot in the tournament. And a pile driver, sit down pile driver. Going a little old school on Azanaza. Old school but painful. They don't make moves like they used to. Azanaza going up top. MamaInu up onto their feet. And catching Azanaza with authority. Tossing them to the mat. And catching them with their own momentum. An elbow drop galore. Working over the arm. Bouncing Azanaza off the ropes. MamaInu going up top. What could she be looking for at the high rent district? Falling fist. Nobody's home, and that's why they call it high risk, high reward. MamaInu risked it, but came up a little bit empty. Now Azanaza looking to go to the middle rope this time. Maybe trying to get some luck on the purple rope. Drop kick. Connects heavy. Hooks the leg on MamaInu. Kick it at 1 this time. MamaInu grabbing the leg as Azanaza pulls at her face. Knee to the back of the ribs. And knee to the front. Didn't want to make the front jealous. Fisherman suplex. Super kick. I'm sorry, I love you. By MamaInu. And now, MamaInu maybe up to her old tricks. No, reversal by Azanaza. MamaInu not letting that momentum switch too much. Bumps him. Trying to grab onto them, though. That bump, that collision. Taking her off guard. Azanaza going back up top. Double axe handle. Crowns MamaInu. And is maybe looking to try and end it. Kick to the gut. Flip that arm around. DNA DDT. 2. No, MamaInu kicks out at 2, and Azanaza is furious. MamaInu rolling to the floor. Up through the ropes. Catching MamaInu. Azanaza doing whatever it takes. Risking their life to try and get this win. Six count. Could we take a count out? 7. Eight. Azanaza's better get into the ring. Barely gets back. Sends him into the rope. Azanaza in the corner. Clone explosion out of the corner. 2, 3, and Azanaza secures their spot. Joining Ayasu in the tournament. The last member of the tournament being added is Azanaza, the Shogunate. Having 2 members. 2 out of the 8 people are in the Shogunate for Rize's title. Could potentially be a sign of good things for Rize as we'll move on to our second match of the night. All right. right, it's time for our second match of the night. One of two Icon Division contests we'll have. As I talked about last week, the Icon Division aren't even in a no man's land anymore. We know that FlairZero is going to be the #1 contender for the Icon Division Championship, meaning this is about glory, about making a name for yourself and showing off to the MPW audience. TheSleepyPengu making his way to the ring. Former two-time Icon Division champion TheSleepyPengu could not get his hands on a Icon Division championship this season. Kept getting into 2-on-1 situations where they were just fighting. He's fighting an uphill battle. Speaking of former Icon Division champions, the longest reigning Icon Division champion, or one of the longest reigning Icon Division champions, Zarataro, struggled to get back into the title contention this season. Didn't have much luck in the 30-participant Battle Royal. I don't even know if Sleepy was in the 30-participant Battle Royal. Sleepy might have just missed the boat on that one. I genuinely don't remember. Truly not fair. But what is going to be fair tonight, hopefully, is this match. Zarataro going one-on-one with TheSleepyPengu for guts and glory. I mean, there's always a small chance that you could potentially get some sort of title opportunity from the boss upstairs. You impress them that much, they put you into the championship, but the Battle Royal is pretty sacred. The last call match is pretty sacred. Flair earned that opportunity. And Flair shall keep that opportunity. TheSleepyPengu versus the hamster Zarataro. Off the clothesline, gets caught with the knee. TheSleepyPengu and Zarataro, both former champions, both struggling in that position to get back into the championship. Wanting to start Season 3 off right. 2 count already. Up and over, barely connecting with Sleepy. The butt just scraping over the head. Zarataro getting on the back of Sleepy. Hurricane Rana. The elbow into his chin. Fall away Fisherman. Flipping him around for a German. Release German. Flipping him 180. Sending Zarataro into the corner. Look at the arm with a suplex. Throwing him around, tossing him like a salad. Off the rope, splash. Off the ropes, thwarts the Shining Wizard, I think is what Zarataro was going for. Sends him off the ropes, ducks under. Jumps over. Bumps him. Flips him around for a half and half. Back to belly suplex. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. 2 count for Sleepy. Sleepy gets Zarataro onto his shoulders. For the go-to Sleepy. In a pretty dominant fashion, TheSleepyPengu nearly picks up the win. Sleepy thought he had it. wasn't quite there yet. And Zarataro now rolling Sleepy up. Kick out at 1, though. Hooks the chin. Right hands rocking Zarataro. Sorry, sometimes my brain takes a little bit to load. And works over the ribs. Zarataro rolling out onto the apron. Using the ropes for stability. Sleepy goes to rush him off and then gets caught. Busts him open in a drop kick. Gets busted open on Zarataro's knee. Rolls out in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Takes his time to get back into the ring. Sends Sleepy. Nope, Sleepy reverses it. And Sleepy takes down Zarataro again. His foot is close to the ropes. Expert spotting by our referee, senior referee. Sleepy picks him back up. Go to Sleepy. Catches him for a German to cement Zarataro down. TheSleepyPengu. An impressive match and an impressive win. TheSleepyPengu picking up a massive win over the former longest reigning Icon Division champion. We will move on to the second Icon Division match tonight. Next. Semi-main event of the night for the Icon Division. The reason the Icon Division isn't in a no man's land is for this man in particular, the open weight champion, FlairZero. Dethroning B.A. Tycho after only 2 days as champion and earning himself a shot at the Icon Division Championship. Flair still has to defend this championship one more time before MPW presents See You Next Time. So we'll see if he can hold on to the championship, but if he can defend this championship 2 more times and win the Icon Division Championship, Flair could be the first ever double champion in MPW history. Former longest reigning Icon Division champion and now openweight champion, FlairZero. His second championship this season, and catching it towards the end. FlairZero with a massive win. FlairZero will have to go against Greg for the Icon Division Championship. And Greg's best friend and tag team partner is going to be his opponent. But who is that? If you haven't watched us before, you may not know, you may not understand, you may not realize that this man, this beast, is undoubtedly, uncertainly, unmistakably one thing, and that is a bear. Greg's tag team partner and best friend, a bear, defending his honor against his #1 contender, FlairZero. A bear looking to take Flair down a notch. Bear versus Flair. I'm going to take Flair down a notch, maybe even injure the challenger before his championship match. This won't be an easy match for the champion, but could he potentially pick up the win here? We will have to see. Going up against someone like a bear, it's so difficult. He's a massive it's a bear, right? Like, he's a massive monster beast. FlairZero versus a bear. The bell has rung. And the bear has been released onto Flair. Flair made it through the 30-participant Battle Royal, picking up the win. Spent quite a while in the Battle Royal to pick up the win, after also fighting in an openweight championship match. Flair's done quite successfully in Season 2, and I'm excited to see where he takes it in Season 3. Inverted DDT onto the knee, and a double stomp to the bear. Dropkick, did a little dance on him. Flair going to the top rope, right in front of the French-Canadian commentator's table is the bear, and oh my god, landing elbow first onto concrete. Could not feel any worse for the openweight champion. Scoop slam, of course, I don't feel like I need to remind you, but I will. This match is not for the openweight championship. Big bicycle kick, boot. Suplex reversed by the bear. Super kick to the back of the head. The bear had a very disappointing showing in the 30-participant Battle Royal last season. He was popping off in that match. This season, he did not make a big impact. Flair catches the bear with a combo breaker to the chin. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god! Flair didn't even pull out the below zero, knocking the bear out. Could that be an omen for Greg in their upcoming championship match? He just took on his best friend with ease. In one of the fastest matches we've seen, he beat the leader of the coalition with only 2 days in his title reign, beat the bear in like 2 seconds. Now he's going up against Greg. If I'm Greg, I'm worried. But we will move on to our main event of the night. Officially starting the number 1 contenders tournament for the Idol division. The one contender selected by the bosses upstairs. One of the contenders selected by the bosses upstairs to be in the tournament, MintyClovers. One of the final 4 members of the 30-participant Battle Royal, former openweight and Idol division champion, MintyClovers, looking to earn her Idol division number 1 contendership. And no matter what happens tonight, today is going to be a good day, because MintyClovers has hopped onto your screen. One step at a time, that's how you make it. Set a goal, you control the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, some concentration, and if I make a mistake, it's and her opponent will be the one that made it in through the preliminaries, or one member that made it in through the preliminaries, Balloonus. Balloonus beat Usino to get to this point. And the Coalition have not been having some luck, but Balloonus might be able to bring it back against MintyClovers. And MintyClovers might have some extra pressure put onto her, because not only is this a very important match, very important tournament for the number 1 contenders, they were handpicked by the boss upstairs to get a shot in this tournament. They did not have to get through the preliminaries. They basically got to buy through the preliminaries to this point. And so if Balloonus comes in and proves that they are just superior to Minty, maybe Minty didn't deserve this spot and the boss upstairs picked wrong. You never want to be in that position where the boss upstairs think, did we select wrong in picking who we should pick for the tournament? Because they picked who they thought were the top 4 in the career, or in the division right now. Not necessarily based purely on wins and losses, but on experience and performance, as well as wins and losses. So Minty might have a little bit of an uphill battle in our main event. A little extra pressure. Luna's already taken it to the fingies of MintyClovers. Minty was in the final four, but was unable to make it all the way in the 30-participant Battle Royal. No matter how hard she tried, was just not enough. Luna's targeting the arm of MintyClovers. What could the plan be here? Trying to maybe make it harder to use the clover cutter. Scoops Lunas. Beautiful maneuver by MintyClovers, showing that former championship prowess. Picks Blunas up, but Blunas reversal. Lunas taking the advantage early in this match. Setting MintyClovers onto the top rope. What is Lunas looking for? Oh my gosh! Like, climbing to the top rope for a super kick. An impressive maneuver by Blunas. Now Blunas up top. Big splash, nobody's home. Took a dive right into the shallow end. Trying to get their bearings back in the corner. MintyClovers eyeing them up. Forearm to the spine. And now pushing the boot. Got nowhere to go. Does Blunas. Making her way out of the corner. MintyClovers picking him up on the shoulder, bouncing him off the top rope. Now a forearm to the face, not giving Blunas any chances to breathe. As she flips her around, working the inside leg now onto the knee, working the other leg, targeting both sides, targeting specific limbs. Blunas targeting the arms, Minty targeting the legs. Minty covers Blunas, kick out at one. Way too early to call it for Blunas. Off the ropes. Ducks under. German suplex by Blunas. Now testing the water with Minty for a 2 count. Combination thwarted by Minty. Sweeping the legs. And maybe going for a fall-away slam, but can't connect. Can't get it off. Leaping DDT by Blunas. And now Minty's rolling to the outside. Blunas eyeing Minty. Could we see over the top? No. Blunas knows exactly what people are expecting and wants to make sure that they have to second guess everything. Minty now busts it open on the outside as the count begins. Nobody wants to be here when it starts counting down to 8 and 9. Minty making her way early into the ring at 4. Ripcord forearm. Lunas back up. Minty's bleeding heavily on the right side of her temple. Forearms setting up for a moonsault. Like I said, people know what to expect. Dodging through, but always catching it. Knee strike. Oh my god. And now Blunas maybe looking to put the nail in the coffin. Never mind. Elbow drop. Not the blue moon yet. Just an elbow drop. Maybe enough to put away Minty. It is not. Minty gets that shoulder up. Barely. And now neck breaker to Blunas. Minty sending, or not sending, working the ropes with Blunas. Sends Blunas off the ropes. Luthez press by MintyClovers. And start kicking the chest. Working over the arm again is Minty. Wearing down the arms of Blueness. Oh, wait, never mind. Blueness was working over the arms. Gator roll. This gets up onto their feet. Dodges the punch. Does Minty dodges the drop kick. Off the ropes drop kick. Minty's looking a little bit dizzy, looking a little bit dazed. Definitely wants to try to end this match as soon as possible, because that wound on the head is not going anywhere. And it's only going to get worse. Back and forth, these two. Not giving either an inch. Reversal for a big punch to the face. Drop kick reversed. Floats over for a double stomp. Or rolls through for a double stomp. Minty to the outside. Blueness again. Just wanting to show off at this point. And then Minty looking like she wants to join in on the showing off. Kip up. Suplex. Two count. Blueness into the barricade. Three count. Minty finally making it back into the ring. Each ducking each other. Neither one wants to give either anything. Ducks under. Jumps over. Luthez press catches. Mounting Blueness. Hooking both arms under. Butterfly something. Minty reverses with a clothesline. And off the ropes with another drop kick. Blueness rolling to the outside. Showing off to the bosses upstairs. Showing that they're not taking this match as seriously as they should be. And a drop kick, or not drop kick, double stomp. I guess it's a drop kick if you look at it. It's a vertical drop kick. Two, kick at a two. Near fall for Minty. Almost getting eliminated. Double stomp again. And now Blueness goes back to working over the arms. Continuing to stomp the fingers of MintyClovers, the fingies, if you will. Third time. The punishment continues. A fourth time. Just continuing could break one of the fingers. Now Blueness all the way up top. Has Minty right where they want her. Elbow drop. I was going to say, maybe Minty trying to roll out of the ring, but no. Gets onto the apron. Blueness sends them to the outside. And now Blueness is going to follow suit up to the top rope. What is Blueness looking for up here? Off the top, leaping DDT on to the concrete. Right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table, and Minty's back up. Luthez press. Glover's back into the ring. Breaks the count, resets it to 1. Hurricane Rana. What is it going to take to put either of them away? Works over the leg, overextending the knee. 5 count. They have to the count of 10 to get back into the ring. They wouldn't want to have all their work wasted by a count out. 6. Luna sends Minty into the ring. And she follows shortly after. 7 gets onto the ropes. Another elbow drop from the top. And Blueness might think that's enough, and I think I could be inclined to agree. Minty down 2, kick out of 2. Minty is looking worse for wear, though. Blueness has her right where she wants her. Another elbow drop. Not going for the Blue Moon. Looking to try and beat this without the finisher, maybe? Kick out of 2. I don't know if they should be underestimating Minty like this. Minty up onto their feet. Blueness. Moonsault misses. I think Blueness might have just lost themselves or is risking losing themselves the match if they don't go for this. For their biggest moves, if they don't try to take out their opponent. A big splash. But maybe I'm not the one that's in there. I don't know what it's like. MintyClovers rolling up Blueness. 1, 2. Kick out of 2, barely. Minty clothesline in the corner. Blueness needs to stop playing with her food and finish Minty off, or it will be the end. Stomp in the arm. Gator roll. Blueness back up. Super kick. Spinning back kick. Up top. Could Blueness finally be heeding my advice? Blue Moon! Didn't connect, though. Didn't quite connect. Got only half of it. Is it enough still? No, it's not. She didn't get all of it. She missed it. That misstep could cost her the match here. Oh my gosh, what a misstep. Oh man. The match prolongs as she misses the Blue Moon. The confidence may be shaken in Blueness. Minty's dazed on the outside, though. It's any one big move would put Minty away, I think. Tilt-a-whirl neckbreaker. Hooks the leg. Fisherman brainbuster. German suplex. And a shooting star press, but no. Knees up from Blueness. And a suplex. 6 count. Is Minty going to leave Blueness on the outside? 7. Is Blueness going to be able to recapture themselves? Ooh, 8. Blueness makes it in at 8. Sending Blueness off the ropes, scooping. Oh my gosh, the rights and the lefts taking her over. This is anybody's game. I think the next big move is going to call it. This really could be anybody's match to continue in the tournament. Working over the arm. MintyClovers rolling Blueness over. Could she have worn Blueness down enough? Kick out of 2. Like I said, next big move. Big move. Working over the arm again. The Armageddon. Standing shooting star press by Minty. Hooks the leg. 1. Kick out at 1. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if Minty can even handle that Blueness kicks out at 1. That was a ton white noise. Blue noise. Blueness kicking out at 1. I don't know if that's a show of strength and spirit at this point or just a waste of energy. Super kick. Minty taken down one more time. Blueness maybe trying to get a breather, working over the neck. Wrenching at the neck. And now Blueness going back to target the fingies. So much damage has been done to the hands of MintyClovers. Blueness up top. Can she hit it this time? Blue. No, reversal by Minty. MintyClovers with the reversal. Blueness can't get it off. MintyClovers won't say die. Neither of them will go down. Minty off the ropes. Frankensteiner! This is just the first round of the tournament for the #1 contendership. Showing what it means, the last chance at an Idol Division championship this season. MintyClovers, Fisherman, Brainbuster! MintyClovers now up top. Thinks against it though, as Blueness is not in a favorable position. Inside leg kick and a straight kick to the head. That could knock Minty out. Blueness back up. Could it be the third time's the charm? Blue Moon, I think. That might be it unless Minty's close enough to the ropes. 1, 2, 3, Blueness. Moving on to the second round. I don't think you could take anything away from either of those two. MintyClovers or Blueness. Both showing so much heart in that match. Showing exactly what the Idol Division Championship means to these contenders. And Blueness showing exactly that she is not like B.A. Tycho. That B.A. Tycho wasn't wrong for picking her. Thank you guys so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm Masu Pro Wrestling 10, and we'll see you guys next Thursday.